Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am super excited. I am doing kind of my review, thoughts, swatches, demo on the new Urban Decay X Game of Thrones collection. Like, you guys have no idea how excited I was when I saw that Urban Decay was collaborating with Game of Thrones. Like, Game of Thrones is my obsession. It's my guilty pleasure. I'm obsessed. It's definitely hands down like my all-time favorite show. I've seen the whole series probably like 2 or 3 times. I've read the books. I'm just like, oh yes, give it to me. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out so we can stay connected and you can catch my next video. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up because that always helps out. But otherwise, yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Let's talk about the products. We'll get into the demo. And yeah, I'm excited. So when I saw that Urban Decay was collaborating with Game of Thrones, I knew I had to have this collection. I am so thankful to Urban Decay for sending over the PR package to me. So this is what the big box looks like. It is so stunning. It says Game of Thrones X Urban Decay. It has like this White Walker theme packaging on the front. Like this whole packaging, they just killed it. They knocked this out of the park. So you open it up and this is what the inside looks like. You have your palette like right in the center. So if you pull this out, it's actually a book. And oh my gosh, like the packaging, I am just so obsessed. It is like out of this world. You have the throne on the front with all the swords. It's like a book, like I said, you know, so it says Game of Thrones X Urban Decay, has like the Westeros map on the side. And then when you open this up, you get a large mirror, which I don't want to blind you guys, so I'm going to swing that around. And then you have like this little saying from Daenerys in the front. It says Lannister, Targaryen, Baratheon, Stark, Tyrell. They're all just spokes on a wheel. This one on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground. Daenerys Targaryen. And then you open this up and like, come on, there's a throne pop-up. Like seriously, this is so cute. I mean, for those of you guys who aren't into Game of Thrones, you might not appreciate this as much, but I just love this. I think this is so cool. And then in the inside, you have a quote from Tyrion Lannister. It says, "Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor and it can never be used to hurt you." So I think that's when Tyrion told Jon, you know, to kind of accept who he is as a bastard. But I just love this. This is so gorgeous. And then, so I'm going to close this up here. You pull out your eyeshadow palette from the side and like, oh my goodness, this palette is just, it is breathtaking. Like, can you guys just, can you not? Like, look at these colors. In all honesty, I was so torn with what sort of look to do with this palette. I'm usually drawn towards like these purples and like iridescent colors, but I've done so many looks like that recently. And then I also wanted to do the blue, but I feel like I've done so much of that. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna do kind of more of like a fiery look for you guys. But there's so much you can create with this palette. I mean, I'm just obsessed. And the eyeshadows blended out like a dream. You guys will see in the demo, but oh my goodness, like I was just blown away with this palette. You get 20 shades in here, and there's only 3 matte shades. So Nymeria, House Lannister, and Lannister Red are the only 3 matte shades. The rest are shimmers. And then these 4 shadows on the side are actually like toppers. They're called shifter shadows, I believe. And so they are very shimmery and sparkly, and they work well on top of the other eyeshadows. And I mean, these shimmers, like, come on, they are just so gorgeous. Let me swatch a little bit of them for you. I had to put my finger in these purple ones, like in the blue one, this Winterfell one, oh my goodness. So I'm the worst when it comes to swatches, but let me just swatch a few of these on the back of my hand. Seriously, like look at that one. Like this one right, where is it? This one right here is Winterfell. Oh my goodness, like come on. Let me see if I can get you guys to see these purple ones better. Like just look at that pigmentation. That's just one swipe. Just look at those colors, like that iridescent purple. Oh my goodness. Like I just want to bathe in that, and that like gorgeous bronze color is Winterfell. The blue, they are just so stunning. So those are just like an example of some of the shimmers. And this palette I believe will retail for $65. You get, I mean, it's a little pricey, but in all honesty, I feel like you're paying for the packaging and probably even the rights. I mean, it's like HBO on the back. It's like super authentic. So I feel like this is definitely a collector's item. I feel like if you are into Game of Thrones, if you like Urban Decay as a brand, you are gonna love this palette. Like this palette I'm obsessed with. I think it's definitely worth the price if you are a fan and you want like the whole collector's little book palette, whatever you want to call it. Obviously it's not super like travel friendly, it's big and bulky, but again, I think this is such an amazing collector's item. So I totally think that it's worth the price. Obviously, if you're not into Game of Thrones, I don't think you're gonna really be into this palette unless you're just drawn to the colors. I mean, the color scheme is amazing, and it does have like 4 different color stories, which I absolutely love. So you have, you know, the Bay of Dragons, King's Landing, Winterfell, and then Hardhome. And I just love how they broke it up. I think that's super awesome. I did use like pick and match and use colors throughout the palette. But I also like that they give you 4 different color stories if you're somebody who doesn't know how to pair colors. So first off, I'm going to go in with this shade called Nymeria. It's just like a gorgeous like caramel chocolatey brown. It's like a mid-tone brown. The shade is a lot more pigmented than I expected. I guess I didn't expect it to be that deep. It's a beautiful color. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of House Lannister to blend out those edges, just because I didn't expect this shade to be so deep. So next I'm going to go in with this shade Lannister Red, which is so gorgeous. It's like a brick red color. And I'm going to use this to start deepening up the crease and inner and outer corners. I'm taking this on a Sedona Lace EB09 brush. So I'm just going to keep building up this color in my outer corner here. And I slowly drag the product out and up into the crease. And then I'm going to take more of a precise brush. This is a Makeup Geek small crease brush, and I'm going to pack a little bit of that onto my inner corners. I think I'm going to go for like a halo smoky eye with this. This is not my brush that I typically like to use for this, but my brushes are dirty, so we'll make it work. I'm just using this to deposit the color, and then I'll go back in with that other brush and blend it out. And I'm going to go back in with that Sedona Lace brush and just kind of soften it up a little bit. I usually like to use a smaller brush for this, but we will make do with what we have clean. So now I'm going to go in with some concealer, and I'm using this Urban Decay brush. I think this came in one of like the Naked palettes. And I love to use this for concealer. And I'm going to cut my crease, but I think I'm going to kind of do it a little messy. Like I just kind of want it to go straight up. I don't want to do like a harsh cut like I typically kind of do my cut creases. So I'm just going to start in the center of the eye and just brighten up this area. So now I'm going to go in with, what's this, House Targaryen, which is such a stunning gold. Honestly, I was kind of torn which gold to use. There's so many beautiful shades, but I think I'm going to try out House Targaryen, and I'm going to take this on needle. So I am going to dip my brush into the shadow, and then I'm actually going to wet it. That is a beautiful gold shade. And so you just want to blend out those edges with a little bit of Lannister Red. And we will lose a little bit of the pigment on the gold, but then I like to go back in. I feel like the way to get the perfect blend is to go back and forth between each color. So I'm using a little bit of Red Keep just to kind of blend out these edges. That way the gold blends a little bit better in with the Lannister Red shade. So I'm just kind of smudging that along the edges. And I'm not taking this up as high as the gold shade. And I think I'm going to take a small amount of the Take the Black and put this on the outer corner. So I'm taking King's Landing, which is this Transformer shade here. I'm taking a very small amount to the center of the lids. I feel like this just brightens up the look. This has beautiful like little purple reflex in it. It's so pretty. Then I'm going to go in with Lannister Gold, and I'm going to take this to the tear duct as a base before we go in with a tear duct highlight. I'm going to mix King's Landing with a little bit of Heart Home colors. So sorry if the lighting is a little bit different. The sun is like going down. It's like shining through my blinds, and it was like just like on me, so I had to close the blinds. But once you open up the drawer on this, oh my goodness, all the goodies are inside. I already took everything like out of the boxes, so I just have everything in here. Alright guys, so now we're going to go on to the highlighting palette, and this palette is so stunning. I mean, just look at this packaging, like these dragon scales, the gold detailing, it is just so stunning. And these are the gorgeous highlights inside. This retails for $36 and it comes with a mirror as well, which I think is super cute. This is super travel friendly. So when you open up the palette, you have three gorgeous shades here. This first one is called Drogon, and this is a pink shade. And then the center one is called Viserion. This is a gorgeous gold. This is probably going to be my favorite. And then the last one is Rhaegal, which is a gorgeous bronze shade. And honestly, this is probably going to look stunning on like people with deeper skin tones. I could probably use this as an eyeshadow or maybe even like a bronzer topper, kind of for a little bit of shimmer. But I think that's probably going to be too deep for my skin tone. So today I'm going to go in and actually let me just go ahead and swatch these for you guys. Whew, just look at those highlights. They are gorgeous. That pink actually looks stunning. Let me just put these on the back of my hand. So that is what the three shades look like. That is just one swipe and they look pretty pigmented. So let's just go ahead and test these babies out. So I'm going to go in with Viserion just because I feel like that's going to be what complements my look the most. And I am going to, actually let me try it dry first, but I usually do like to wet my highlighters. So let's see what it looks like first on its own. Okay, I'm not mad at that. Wow, that is pretty. I actually like this more than I thought I was going to. I had watched some reviews online and people were saying that the highlights were a little lackluster. I don't know, I just feel like this looks stunning. It's a gorgeous gold shade. Whew. Yeah, that highlight is popping. I am going to wet my brush just to see if it amps it up a little bit. I do like to wet my brush with most highlights just because I feel like it melts into the skin a little bit better. Oh yeah. That does amp it up a notch. I honestly feel like you don't really need to wet your brush, like it was pigmented all on its own. But I mean, come on, look at this highlight. And then you have 4 lipsticks in the collection, and these retail for $18 a piece. The packaging on these as well, like, is so cool. Like, there's a White Walkers one, you have one with like the dragons on it for Daenerys. You have like the wolf for House Stark. I just love this. I think these lipsticks are so gorgeous. And I will show you guys lip swatches of 3 of the shades. Let me swatch Daenerys on the back of my hand here, because I did not put on Daenerys Targaryen. I was going to try and do like an ombre lip with the lip that I'm wearing now, but it just didn't work out. It didn't show up over this dark color. So this is what Daenerys Targaryen looks like. It's like a bright cherry red, almost kind of has like a little bit of pink undertones. It is a metallized lipstick, but I will show you lip swatches of the other 3 shades, and I love these lipsticks. I think they are so gorgeous. Okay guys, so I am going to try out a couple of the lip options. I'm going to line my lips with, what is this? This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in the shade 1993. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with Sansa Stark, which is a beautiful peachy color. It is a sheer lipstick, so that's why I wanted to go in with a lip liner. Ooh. Wow, this lip combo is so gorgeous. I absolutely love this lipstick. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but in all honesty, I think it's stunning. I think it's going to be a perfect color for spring and summertime, and it's super comfortable. So I absolutely love this. I love the little bit of like glossy finish that it has, and I think this is just so gorgeous. So I thought I was recording, but apparently I wasn't. So I went in with Cersei Lannister, which is a metallized lipstick, and it's actually like a gorgeous bronzy shade. I have it on the lips now. So honestly, I didn't know how I was going to feel about this lipstick. I'm not a huge fan of metallics. It kind of just has to, it depends on the formula, I guess. But this is actually really pretty. This is a gorgeous shade, I think, for summertime. Like when you just have like glossy bronzed skin and like minimal makeup, I think this is going to look stunning. It actually looks really well with this eye as well. Yeah, so I'm pleasantly surprised. I can't talk, sorry. But yeah, I think this just looks gorgeous. Okay guys, so now I'm going in with White Walker, and this is a comfort matte. This is one of the ones I was most excited for. It's like a gorgeous, like vampy berry tone, almost like a blood color. So I went ahead and lined my lips. I used a NYX lip liner. Let me see what this is. This is in the shade Auburn. I didn't have like a perfect lip liner to match with this, so I'm hoping this works. Oh yeah, it works really well. Wow, this color is stunning. So this White Walker shade is absolutely stunning. It's looking a little more like red on camera. It actually is a little like deeper, more of like a blood berry toned, but it's not picking up. Let me see if I can turn on my ISO a little bit more. Yeah, so it's very vampy. I absolutely love the way that it looks. It's so gorgeous. It actually doesn't feel super matte either. This one feels pretty comfortable. I guess it's a comfort matte. But anyways, this lipstick lives up to everything that I expected and hoped that it would be. I absolutely love this color. I think it pairs well with this look, and I'm super excited. I will continue to wear this lipstick. So yeah. And next we have the lip and cheek tint. This is the Dracarys lip tint, and it looks like blood. It's super cute. Like it comes in a little dropper. I don't want to spill this everywhere. I did not use this in the video. I'm not a huge fan of like lip tints, and then I just totally forgot to use it on my cheeks before I like powdered and everything, and I didn't want it to break up my makeup. But I probably will try this like on a no makeup or like a light makeup day. And this one is gonna retail, what is this, for $26. And next we have 2 brushes. So this is honestly what I was so excited for. I thought these brushes were adorable. This first one here is Long Claw. This is Jon Snow's sword. Like, look at the details on this. This is just so cute. Like, it has little rubies for his eyes. This is what the brush looks like here. It is dirty. I did use it in the demonstration, but I think this was a nice brush to blend out on the lower lash line. But I mean, this is just such an amazing collector's item, and these brushes will retail for $28 a piece. And then you also have Neil, which is Arya Stark's sword. And I just think this is so cute. This is what the brush looks like here. This is a nice brush actually for packing on shadow. I used this in the demonstration as well. Yeah, so I just think these are so adorable. They are like very high quality. They're actually pretty heavy. I didn't expect them to be that heavy, but I just love these. I think these are gonna sell out fast. I think these are a great collector's item. I wasn't sure if I wanted to use them in the video or not, but I was like, well, you know, I'm just gonna use them. I can always wash them and then put them away for collecting. And last but not least, there are 4 eyeliners in this collection. These eyeliners I am obsessed with. So this first one here is called Winterfell Snow. And let me just swatch this on my hand for you guys. These liners are super creamy. This one is so gorgeous. It's like an icy white shade with like flecks of like blue. It has like a duochrome shift to it. And I just think that's gonna look so stunning in the waterline. I did not use this today. The next one is called The Night King, and this is so gorgeous. This is like a deep turquoise shade. I cannot wait to wear this. So that's what that one looks like. I just think that's so beautiful as well. The next one is Lannister Gold, and I did use this in the video today. This eyeliner is so creamy and buttery. It's almost like an icy gold, like a silvery gold, I guess. It's not like your typical yellow gold, but it's this one right here. It's super gorgeous. And then last but not least, we have Dragon Smoke. And Dragon Smoke is a very unique color. It's like a deep plum. I don't know if it has like a black base, but there's definitely like blue and purple glitters in there. So it's this deep one on the outside here. And I did use this in my waterline as well as the gold. And these eyeliners retail for $22 a piece. And I made a mistake. I believe I told you the lipsticks were 18. They are 19 each. They are the Vice lipsticks. And I love Urban Decay Vice lipsticks. It's definitely one of my favorite like regular bullet lipsticks. So I am so amazed by this collection. I think Urban Decay knocked it out of the park. I think there were some hit and miss reviews that I had watched online, but in all honesty, like I have nothing negative to say about this. I was so happy with the eyeshadow palette. I think the mattes blended amazingly. The shimmers were pigmented and they were basically everything I expected. But I think if you're a fan of Game of Thrones, if you like Urban Decay, you know, as far as a makeup brand, then you will definitely love this palette. And then the brushes, 100% I think are totally worth it. I think they're a great collector's item and I think they're probably going to sell out. The highlighting palette, I definitely am obsessed with Viserion, which is what I have on my cheeks now. Like, can we talk about that highlight? I have not played with Drogon yet. And then I tried Rhaegal on my shoulders. It's definitely too deep for me, but I can definitely use it as an eyeshadow, or I can even use it maybe like as a bronzer topper. But I think for those of you with deeper skin tones, this is going to be such a stunning highlight for you. So I really love this palette. I definitely think this is another great collector's item. I mean, the packaging is just stunning. So I loved this as well. The lipsticks, the only one that I probably will not wear, to be honest, is Daenerys Targaryen. I'm not a super huge fan of a red metallic lip. I feel like the only time you can really get away with that is like Christmas time. But I honestly loved all 3 of the other shades. This one is so stunning. Like, this is the what is this? White Walker. Sansa Stark, I liked way more than I expected. It looked amazing with the lip liner. And then honestly, Cersei Lannister was so gorgeous as well. I didn't expect to like this one because it is a metallized finish, but so stunning. So I like 3 out of the 4 lipsticks. I feel like the Daenerys Targaryen one should have been like a fire red, like a matte fiery red would have been perfect. I'm not a huge fan of the metallic red. And then out of the 4 liners, I feel like all of these shades are amazing. I would definitely use all of these. What is this? This is Winterfell Snow is a little bit more sheer, so you're not going to get as much pigment, but I feel like in the inner tear duct or even in the waterline that it's going to look so gorgeous. But I feel like these are definitely worth it. and you can purchase the whole PR kit, which I think is so amazing. Not a lot of releases you're able to purchase the PR kit. I think it retails for $250, which is quite pricey, but I feel like if you like, a lot of these products in the collection and you're a Game of Thrones fan, that this is totally worth it. Like I said, out of everything, the only thing that I probably will not use is Daenerys Targaryen. Who knows, maybe I'll use it for Christmas time, but I don't think that I'll use it on the regular basis. But yeah, I just love the look that I came up with. I feel like everything was super user-friendly. I have nothing but good things to say about this collection. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope this kind of helped to narrow down some of the products you're interested in and maybe the whole collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.